join in the tradition of singing our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by the Blue Devil Band under the direction of Mr. Chandler Sumner. The colors are being presented by members of the JROTC Blue Devil Battalion Color Guard under the command of Cadet Major Nakira Baker. Now, join the band and cheerleaders in an Elbert County tradition as they cheer on the mighty Blue Devils with the Blue Devil Classic, Devil with the Blue Dress. Now, we welcome the Elbert County cheerleaders led by cheer captains Britton Grimes and Haley Umble as they lead us in stand tunes and cheers. these cheerleaders to the field as they join the varsity cheerleaders and the Blue Devil Band.
tackles for your ELBERT County Blue Devils. Number 50, Chris Brown. Number 73, Clay Johnson. Number 11, Christian Harris. And number 7, LJ Clark.
It's not even like the right name. They look like it. I've never seen such a crisp press. Like that.
Number 16, Howard returns his kick. And tackled by number 18, Dekai Carter for the Blue Devils.
And the thing was winning some. He's kind of like not doing it.
Three receivers in shotgun. Newman is his name. Hands it to the running back, and he's going to get outside, and we are going to try to get him. L.J. Clark makes a great open field tackle at the 46 of ELBERT County, a 9-yard pickup. He just went outside left tackle. We missed another open field tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Stuart, this is part of this kid's game. It's just what he does. It just doesn't go down. We had a great opportunity behind the line of scrimmage, but I really believe this kid, looking at his legs, has great leg strength.
Newman takes it, gives it to Williams up the middle, and we're going to stuff him there after about a 2-yard gain, but it'll be enough for a first down. It was 2nd and 2. He picks up 2.5, so there won't be a 3 and out for Bill Daughtry. Attorney at law.
First down.
Just underway in the Granite Bowl, game 3 of the season.
They will run the speed sweep with this JoJo Howard kid.
1st and 10, we give it to Williams again up the middle. He's got a little hole near. Here comes a flag, and he's going to just bull his way down to the 37-yard line with those big thighs. Let's see what they call here. It's probably going to be holding. Now I'm going to throw in chop blocks because they're calling that now.
Stuart, this was a big play for Elbert County. This hold is going to really help Elbert County because he had another 9 yards again. And this is what I warned people above all week.
So they call holding against Harlem. Let's see where they're going to. They hadn't. Now he's going to try to mark.
And now we got unsportsman on Elbert County.
Against Harlem.
So we're going to mark off a hold and then come back and mark back unsportsmanlike against Elbert, which is going to give them a gain.
That's our first unsportsmanlike of the year. We
Wow.
haven't seen that. Our discipline has been very good. I don't know. It looks like maybe Nehemiah Robinson got called. He's the one that came off the field. They usually bring you off after you get one of those. So now we're 1st and 3 from the Blue Devils' 37-yard line. Back to pass, and he throws a fade down the sideline, and it's overthrown just by a yard or two.
Pass is incomplete.
The receiver for Harlem had a step on our cornerback.
And that
And
was
that was TJ.
yeah, and that was JoJo Howard, that other kid that is really, really good for them and got speed himself. And he did get deep. It was just overthrown.
So it'll be 2nd and 3 now, still on the 37-yard line of Elbert County. We need to slow them down a little bit, especially running the ball. We almost jumped. Now Newman looks to the sideline. Takes it, gives it to Williams again up the middle, and here he comes with a hole, and he jumps. A would-be tackler, and the flag comes in. Let's see what that is.
Well, we are starting out with flags flying now.
We had 10 last week, holding again on Harlem. I thought we had 30 penalties last week. We only had 10, but we had 157 yards of penalty yards.
And Stewart, once again, a big run for
Yep.
that running back. We've not done anything with him, but nobody has all year. And we've seen some holding calls, but their offensive line, we're not getting any penetration whatsoever. So that's a hallmark of a really good O-line.
And our linebackers, he's getting to the 2nd level, and our linebackers must be getting jammed up somewhere. So it's now 2nd and 7, and the quarterback's going to fire down the middle, complete, and we hit him immediately at the 30, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and that's JoJo Howard, or excuse me, John Howard. He's their leading receiver, and he just
1st down Harlem.
ran a little 10-yard curl and stopped. When he turns around, the ball was in his hands. The quarterback has a long delivery, a little weird looking, but he throws them very accurate. So it's 1st and 10 from our 29, and Harlem's coming down the field with 9:56 to go in the 1st quarter. Having a little trouble. Give it to Williams again. He's looking for a hole, and he does, and we're going to finally push him back as he gets to the 25, but that's a pickup of 4 yards. That's the shortest run of the night so far for him, was 4 yards.
Stuart, if you watched real close on that, did you see the way he follows blockers? He's very patient, really cuts well, just a strong running back. And they're going to that side behind that big 74 over there, who may be the biggest kid on the field.
And they're pulling their guard. In pistol, 2nd and 6. Back to pass, rolling to his right, a little pressure. We're going to sack him at the 31.
Newman is sacked.
Jermaine Sims from his linebacker
Number
position.
3, Jermaine Sims.
He's a sophomore. He comes in and wraps up Newman for about a 5-yard loss. So now the ball's back at the 31, and it'll be 3rd and 11. Big play by our defense there.
Really got some pressure that time, Stuart, and that's going to be the key to this. We got to win some battles at the line of scrimmage.
see what they draw up here. They're in pistol again. 4 receivers back to pass. Going to throw it down again to the same play a while ago, and it's going to be overthrown. And now we're going to have a penalty. There was nowhere. The back judge throws a penalty, and I don't know what that could be. Holding on. They're going to call holding on our cornerback, which is going to give them a first down. Wow.
Stuart, I struggle with that because our cornerback broke inside, had the inside position, and then broke out, and he was strictly playing the ball because he got closer to it than the receiver did.
He must have grabbed his jersey or something because the ball was thrown to the pylon, and the receiver, unless he completely run the wrong route, was nowhere close to the pylon. Now, our cornerback was Tyrekus Jones, and I just didn't see the holding, but they called it, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be short of first down, so it'll be 3rd and 1, so you know they're going to give it to 20 here. 8:33 left in the first quarter, and we're having trouble stopping the Harlem Bulldogs. Give it to Williams, and he's going to maybe not get it. I don't know. We stuffed him at the 20. We piled him up there, and they're going to mark it short. So we're going to be 4th down, and we're going to make Harlem make a decision early in this game. Of course, you would expect them to try to draw us off sides.
Yeah, and they most certainly, I would be shocked. They're going for this. They're not going to kick field goal. And you would think they would just, go to Williams. The little quick thing outside that they run is really, they haven't run that play yet, and it was devastating last week.
No receivers at all. We're going to give it to 20, and he's going to cut it in, and then he's going to cut again, and we're going to finally tackle him at the 5-yard, and he was just low to the ground, and he just waited on that first block, and he just zigzagged his way all the way down to the 5 and got a big play. 1st and goal from the 5. No, they mark it back at the 7.
Official timeout.
We got a Blue Devil coming off slow. That's Keith Shun Tate. Didn't see what happened. He's on his own power, though. It looks like he may have twisted an ankle, and that's what kind of worried me about this field tonight. It's damp, and it's a little thick, and you could grab your cleats and make you turn it over.
6-yard line.
7:45, Stuart. We have not touched the football on offense.
7:37 and the clock running, and it's 1st and goal from the 6. They give it to Williams, and we're going to crash and finally push him backwards at the 6-yard line with no gain. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. We played that one real well. He tried to bounce outside, and we had 3 Devils eat him up out there.
Tackled by Jermaine
Gilbert Fortune and
Sims.
Jermaine again.
Stuart, we actually hit him 3 or 4 yards behind the line, but he broke that first tackle. If you get him down right there, but he doesn't normally go down like that.
2nd and goal on the 5-yard line.
He's a big, thick, not very tall, but he's very thick and got big thighs. And you know what that does to you over and over again. Rolling to his right, Newman looking, fires to a man open, and we're going to hit him and knock him out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So he'll be short, stops the clock at 6:48. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.5. Played it well to the tight end, short gain, and we hit him immediately. So now we'll be 3rd and goal. Boy, field goal right here would be a win.
Boy, they have just controlled this football.
Devil fans, it is 3rd.
And Stuart, it has taken the life out of the Granite Bowl.
Yep.
I worried so much about this not being Hart and this not being Madison. They're a good football team.
Newman takes it, gives it to Williams, and he just walks in the end zone. He lined up way out to the right of the quarterback, and he came inside, and I could see the hole from here, and he literally, I don't know if anybody really touched him. So a 2-yard run for Jason Williams, and he
on the touchdown for Harlem.
is a load. And this is going to be a long game trying to stop Jason Williams. So with 6:43 to go in the first quarter, the Harlem Bulldogs hit the scoreboard first. 6-0. Now the PAT. Line drive, and it is good to make it 7-0. So
up and good.
like we've done all year, we've got to come back and answer their score.
with 6:43 left in
Now
the
you know
first.
why they wanted their
Harlem
offense
7,
on the field first.
ELBERT 0.
So here we go. Let's see what our offense is going to do tonight. We have piled up some yards so far in the first 2 games. Last week it was just under, it was 500 and some up 5. I think Marvin had it at 600, but you take all the penalties, and once it netted out, it was around 540, I believe is what it was. But that's still a lot of offensive yards.
Police Chief Shane Bennett and his staff for their assistance
Stuart,
during home football games.
on that drive, the drive was not a long drive, and really the coverage on the kickoff kind of gave them really good position. They went 55 yards. 14 offensive plays, and that wears your defense out.
So Harlem set to kick, and they're set to kick and pooch it. I watched him in pregame, and he'll pooch it every time. Comes up, Trustin Harris, and he breaks a little tackle. They're going to grab him. He keeps fighting all the way up to the 38-yard line. So Blue Devils' first possession will be from their own 38, decent field position. So let's see what our offense can do. We've seen the Harlem offense. Let's see what their defense can do.
And Stuart, right here, we definitely have got to just run our offense, do what we've done all year, and not let the scoreboard dictate us. Because if you try to get back too quick and you turn that ball over, now these guys are going to jump up here a lot of times and really bring the house with us. And they haven't given up much this year.
Javen puts Trustin in motion back to pass, throws it deep to a man, Eli Harris, wide open, complete. And he had to wait on it for a minute, but it's complete all the way down to the 25-yard line. So our first play from scrimmage is a 40-yard pass from Javen to Eli Harris. And just like that, we're down to the Harlem's 20-yard line. Eli, if Javen had got air up under that ball, that would have been a real quick touchdown. Eli literally was standing still waiting on the ball.
Well, our coaching staff told us about this, that they were going to have to go in the air a little bit on them.
Give it to Quan. He's trying to get outside, and when he tried to bounce, they eat him up. It'll be no gain.
Moss on the carry.
And we got
Tackled by number
Trey
12,
Moon sitting on the ground without his helmet, and he's got his hands out. I don't know why the officials didn't call a flag or throw a flag.
Well,
So he'll have to come off the play. And
that was a handful of face
Artister-
mask.
yeah, it had to be.
Yeah. So that's 2 starting offensive linemen out for now.
No gain, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to pass again, incomplete, intended for Eli, a little outside.
Pass falls incomplete.
I'm sorry, that was Brady Dickerson.
May have rushed it just a little bit, so we had a little more time there. It's a timing type throw, but we just wasn't quite out of our break on that.
It would have been a short gain. He had to dive for it. So now we're 3rd and 10, real fast. This 3rd and 10. Javen's going to try to take it, and their linebacker come up and just grabbed him and threw him down. That was a great open field tackle to take Javen down one-on-one. And then the Harlem player kind of stood over him.
Tackled by number 26,
And I thought that should have been a taunting penalty, but they didn't throw that either. So 4th and 11.
Okay, we got to get past the sticks now. That's the one thing that Stuart. This football team is a good football team.
And we're going to try to throw it, and we're in trouble. And Javen's having to run for his life, rolling to his right. Now he's just going to fire it. And it's almost intercepted at the 15-yard line out of bounds, so we turn it over on down. So one big play of 40 yards to Eli Harris and nothing after that. Actually, we lose it. The next 4 plays, we lose a yard.
Remember the keys to the game. Remember the word rat poisoning. Rat poisoning in football means you hear a lot of good things, but you don't really know a whole lot about the guy coming up in this. We knew this was a good football team right here.
$5:25 left in the first quarter, and we're trailing 7-0. And we really didn't do anything on the ground, and that's kind of our go-to. And we have a 1-yard loss on 4 plays to give it to Williams again up the middle, and we're going to grab him, push him back. He'll pick up
22 Herder on the carry.
a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 from our from their own
Tackle by
28-yard
number
line.
42, Gilbert Fortson for the Devils. Brings up a second down.
So Jason Williams is not in there. They've got number 22 in there. Newman's their quarterback. Puts a man in motion, 2 receivers. We adjust defensively. He rolls out to his right with pressure, throws to a man open, and we really hit him hard. LJ hits him, and he drops the ball incomplete. He could have got there just a second earlier. It'd have been a pick 6.
Stuart, their quarterback, really, from what we had seen, is a little bit better passer than maybe we gave him credit for. Because he's had some balls really close and on the money out here, and it's been just enough to keep us a little bit off balance, to not let us just completely key on the run.
3rd and 8. 4:43 in the first quarter. We're trailing 7-0. We could not do anything after one big pass on the first possession. Newman throws it down the middle. Diving catch. Going to call it a first down on the 38-yard line. He had to leave his feet, but he made the reception right in front of our cornerback, Rodriguez. He had him covered really well. He had to literally dive and kept his hands in bounds with the ball to just barely.
Quarterback did a really good job of just putting the ball in the area, and that was one of those catches you see Eli Harris go make like a baseball player.
So that'll be a first down. Bill, we're trying to get you a 3 and out. Newman takes it. Now he's going to run it himself, and we're going to hit him behind the line, and don't push him too hard out there. He loses 2 yards, so we push him out of bounds at the 35. So it'll be 2nd and 12. The quarterback is not fleet of foot.
Stuart, we are 3:56 in the quarter, and Elbert County's had one possession.
And it didn't last very long. Harlem taking their time, getting the play in. Now they've got Williams back in at running back. Newman takes it, fires. Either the receiver run the wrong route, he threw it out of bounds, and there was nobody there. John Howard broke on a slant, and the ball went to the sideline. So now it's 3rd and 12.
Devil fans, it is third.
Stuart, one of the things I see early in this game is the play of their offensive line. They are really limiting us on penetration, getting into the backfield, as well as they're trying to kind of spread us out a little bit, and you know that there's just a matter of time they're going to the running back. And although they've got him flanked out now to wide receiver position.
This is an empty set with 5 receivers. 3rd and 12. Man in motion. Now it's Williams, and he's going to throw a little short pass, a screen, and we're going to read it perfectly, and we're going to eat him up at the 34-yard line. 5 Devils jump the route. Loss of at least 2 yards, maybe 3, so it'll be 4th and 14, and the Harlem Bulldogs will have to punt. So a great defensive series there.
Sure, that was a huge, that helps momentum-wise. We were really getting in a situation. Surprised they got away from the running back there, though, you know.
When he brought them all the way down the field. So the punter's standing on the 20. We got Eli at the 35. End over end kick. Eli's going to take it and break a tackle, and he'll go down at the 37-yard line. So we'll start our 2nd series offensively from the exact same spot.
Harris on the return, tackled by number 2, Maddox, for flag on the play.
I didn't see the flag, but Jimmy says there is
wow,
one.
If that's against us, that changes field position. And well, right now there's not a lot going right for the Blue Devils, and most of it's because of that team in white and red.
Holding on Elbert
Keep
County.
Elbert beautiful. The city of Elberton and More Disposal have partnered with Elbert County Athletics to encourage students and community members to be responsible when it comes to
Already had a boatload of penalties in this game.
Now they're marking it off, and they will mark it. Looks like it may be now at the 26-yard line instead of the 36-yard line. Yep, that's where they put it. So we'll start from our 26.
A set of keys.
Got to have a good flow offensively this time.
Elbert County has one completion to Eli Harris, 37 yards, and nothing else. Minus yards.
We have -1 rushing. 3 receivers. We got 2 in the backfield. Now we're going to give it to Quan on the outside, and he's going to run over a Bulldog at the 30. He'll pick up 5 yards. They're going to give him 5 yards. They had Tyrekus in the backfield, and he gave a little block. That's the only play I think they've got that Quan goes on the outside. But a solid 5-yard gain, quickly up to the line, stacked receivers. Javen takes it, fires to Eli, takes it, tries to split the backs, and they'll push him back as he crosses the 35. So we'll have a 3rd and 1 coming up. Playing a little hurry up here to try to keep Harlem from maybe getting completely set.
Let's see now. They're calling timeout to measure.
Oh, they.
That was just a
You won't hear us
really.
say that.
That was a bad spot for Harlem.
I was going to say that. We won't say that very much.
No, but we do say that. I hope that when we're trying to do better with it, but our job is to be your eyes, and
they actually
they moved that ball up, no question about it. I think it may still be short though, but it's right at it.
They pull it.
And a little short.
Looks like maybe
6 inches.
3 or 4 inches short, literally. It's not a half a football. So we'll be 3rd.
Soft drinks are on sale featuring Elberton's own Bubba Burgers. All proceeds go to the.
You hate to say this is a big play right now, but Stuart, this is a big play right now.
Yeah, we've got to convert for Higginbotham Paint and Body, no question.
We need that football back. We can't just play on our side of the field and them, control the ball. We're minute 58 in the first. Also, got to get just got to kind of get some life in us. But I knew this. I worried about this because of the emotion of those 2 football games.
A little flat coming out, a little flat, but it's 3rd and inches for a first down. You got to think either Javen's just going to take it himself. He's under center, and you don't see that much. So he's going to take it and go.
Well, he dropped the ball, picked it back up.
He keeps pushing and pushing and crosses, gets to the 40 and gets really hit hard from behind. You can see his helmet snap back, but he picks up 4 yards for Higginbotham Paint and Body for our very first down, other than the 40-yard pass. Minute 52.
So we had heard
7-0.
Heard about that defensive line and how active their linebackers were, and they are as advertised.
Javen slips, literally got tripped up, loses 4 yards. Javen was going to hand off, and we're just really out of sync right here. We hadn't seen that all year. We had a man in motion, and he handed it to him, and he was going to take it himself up the middle and just trips and falls. So now it's 2nd and 14. Javen takes it, and we got Trustin took off about a half a second too quick, so now we've got a 5-yard loss on the turf monster, and now we got a 5-yard motion. So just like that, we are 2nd and 20.
If you drew this up for Harlem, you could not have drawn up the script better to come in this stadium with a big home crowd and do this.
From the 32, 2nd and 20. Javen takes it back to pass, no pressure. A screen to Quan. He makes a move, and he's still got his jersey. He won't let him go, and we'll maybe lose a yard or 2 back to the 30. One man is all he had to beat, but he grabbed his jersey and wouldn't let him go, and that gave him time for some of his Bulldog teammates to come up and help out. That was a well-designed play. He would have picked up probably 10 yards, but that one Bulldog would not let go of his jersey.
Yep. Needed a block out there, didn't get it, but I can tell you right now, both of their lines of scrimmage are winning the wars right now.
3rd and 21. Tyrekus in motion. Javen takes it back to pass. A little pressure, fouls a bomb down the middle to Christian Harris, and it's complete, and he drops it. He had it on the 30, and he hit the ground, it popped out, and he hit the ground knowing he should have caught that, and that would have been a big, big, big play. But just like that, we have a terrible play, a penalty, and now we're 4th and 21 from our own 30, and things are not going our way.
And now we desperately need a good punt right here. You don't want to go 2 touchdowns down to this crowd. Not the way they can control the football with the run game.
For Harlem.
And back deep is that other kid that's dangerous.
Our punt is nice, high, lazy spiral. It should take an Elbert County bounce, and it does, and it's going to roll all the way across the 20, all the way down to the 16-yard line. A great punt for our punter, Brandon Horn. Best punt of the year.
And we got another flag down. Let's see what this is.
Should be holding, if anything.
Well, these guys are really letting them fly.
So the officials are discussing. Now the White Hats talking to another set of officials on the other side of the field. He hadn't decided what we're going to do yet. Now he's going to maybe tell us. Holding on Harlem.
Blocking the back, Harlem.
So they'll move it back even further. They were on the 16. Let's see where they start. We could have a big defensive play here would put us in good shape. They mark it to the 8-yard line. So Harlem will be deep in their own territory with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter, and we're trailing 7-0.
And Stewart, that's our big, outside of the long pass, that's our biggest play of the game. Great job by our punter to really get it up there and get a great roll. But right here is where you don't want to let this running back break one out for 30 or 40 yards either.
So here we go. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Newman takes it, gives it to Williams, and he cuts, and we finally hit him at the 11-yard line. He'll pick up 3 yards. Looked like he was about to break out of the hole. He did jump a Blue Devil, and he can cut and jump really well. And
Stewart,
luckily, Rodriguez was there to wrap him up for no more gain than he got.
That was easily a 1-yard loss, turns into a 4-yard gain. Wow, didn't look like he had anything, but he got 4 yards.
Into your first quarter with your score, Harlem 7, Elbert 0. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Higginbotham Paint and Body would like to repair your next fender bender, scratch, or dent. Let Steve prepare your free estimate on your vehicle. Guaranteed professional paint job and repairs from Joel, Ben, Mark, and Steve. Higginbotham Paint and Body Shop is located at 1161 Jones Ferry Road, just off Athens Highway. It's your insurance and your choice of repair facility. Call 706-283-4000 for Higginbotham Paint and Body. That's 706-283-4000.
Inside the train testing facility, our heating and cooling products are put through 16 weeks of extreme temperature fluctuations to simulate 5 years of wear and tear. 150 degrees one day, sub-zero temperatures the next. We test so it runs.
Get special financing on qualifying equipment. Call McGee Heating and Air, your independent train dealer, at 888-376-4822 or visit McGeeHVAC.com for financing program details. APR may vary, subject to credit approval.
It's hard to stop a train.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football, here on 105.3 WSGC.
Harlem 7, Elbert 0. Into your first quarter. Yep. We're in the P&J Small Engine Press Box, live from the Granite Bowl. After that last 4-yard gain, they're at their own 12-yard line, 2nd and 6. They got a 2-back set now. Newman in shotgun. Gives it to the other back, and now we got flags flying again, and they knock him down for maybe a yard gain. Let's see what this penalty is. May set a record for penalties tonight for both sides.
Well, I tell you, and it absolutely, all we're saying is there's just, in high school football, you can call that every single play if you want to call it. And
they call holding.
Now it's getting a little bit to where it's changing the game, the way the game is being played right now, and the momentum of the game for both teams.
So they'll move the ball back to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. Harlem running in John, their leading receiver. He's already made a couple plays tonight. He goes wide left. Newman in shotgun with his big running back behind him, Williams, hands it to him. He's looking for a hole and he jumps and turns, and we finally wrap him up and we dogpile him at the, here comes another flag, dogpile him at the 7. You got to think that's a face mask.
This is going to be really tough right here, Stu. This is going to be tough. We had a loss on the play, and here we come.
And they call face mask, so let's see what this does. 5-yarder, so it'll be placed at the 13-yard line. So now we'll be back 2nd and 5.
And Stuart, one thing this is doing is just allowing them to stay on this field and just hold the ball, and 11:23 and a half.
Newman takes it, gives it to Williams. He's looking for a hole. He cuts, and we hit him really hard.
Sims really got into a hole, yeah.
Jermaine got him, closed that hole up. Don't know if they're going to give him any gain, but they say they're going to give him a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 4. They'll mark it on the 15. 11:01 to go in the second quarter. We're trailing 7-0. Having a hard time getting settled down on offense and we're not clicking at all on offense.
Stuart, I would rather them throw this football and give this ball back to Williams, but they ran a little out the last time and had a room out there, and it was a pretty easy throw and catch. But let's see if they go back to the running back here.
4 receivers with Williams, your running back. He's going to throw a little screen right out there, complete at the 22-yard line, enough for a first down. We just cannot get Bill Daughtry a 3-and-out. Just a real quick 5-yard pass. He just barreled it upfield and just slammed on the brakes, turned around. It was a very easy pitch and catch to move the chains.
Just enough passing to keep you off the run. Great offensive plan tonight
against the man in motion, rolling to his right with a pressure by Gilbert, and he has to throw it away. And boy, Gilbert Fortson really drove Newman in the ground there, right in front of the white hat. No flag.
Stuart, I'm going to have to get the ruling. I know what the rule is now, but I need to know what the tackle box is. Is it outside the hashes? If it's outside the hash, he was 5 yards inside the hash. So I'm going to have to ask Coach because I'm still not sure about that rule.
He definitely intentionally threw it out of bounds, and I didn't see anybody over there, but I guess they're going to be a little generous on that with the quarterbacks, trying to protect them because Gilbert was coming, and he come hard. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Could be the tackle themselves, Stuart, outside the tackle.
We don't have any safety back whatsoever trying to stop Williams, and we're going to throw another quick slant. Complete. Christian makes the tackle at the 31-yard line. No, they're going to place it at the 32 now, so they're going to throw these really quick, short passes. Hard to defend. That's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 32. 9:52 clock running. We're trailing 7-0. Our defense cannot get off the field.
4 or 5 yards at a time, really possessing that boy. If we had a possession time, it would be heavy in the Bulldogs' favor.
They take it, give it to Williams, and Jermaine flies in there and hits him before he gets to the line of scrimmage, and he got some help.
Williams on the carry.
Got some help from Martez Arnold. DJ Rayford in on the tackle, and they're going to lose a couple of yards. Now it's 4th and 4.
Tackled by Nehemiah Robinson.
Yeah, and they're running the clock down, and then they're going to kick. I cannot, or try to make us jump because they're not going for it with a 7-0 lead in Granite Bowl.
4th and 4. You got to think they're going to make us jump, but you don't ever know. Now they're going to shift to try to make us jump. Now they're going to put John in motion to try to make us jump. And now we didn't jump. Now he's looking at the sideline. Now they're going to call timeout and probably come out and punt. Ball's on the 30-yard line, so the defense is going to hold here, it looks like, unless we have a fake punt. We're trailing 7-0 with 8:48 to go in the second quarter. You know, last week we thought it would be a limited amount of possessions because of the triple option. Well, we've had 2 possessions in the first half so far.
Difference right now to me is the line of scrimmage, both offense and defensively. It's not like we're getting dominated, but we're not winning the battles. Now, we did a couple of plays on this last drive inside on defense, but on the offensive side now, we really got to do a better job of moving them a little bit. But now that's what the coach saw in them that he liked so much, is how they cheated and got up in there and overload where they had more people than you could block. And going to have to hit a big one on them, and we have hit one already.
Eli
Cannot
Harris
jump off side here, Steve.
Eli Harris will move back to around the 40-yard line. Their punter will be on the 15. Eli moves back a little bit now, back to the 36. Snap is good. Low spiral taken at the 42, fair catch by Eli. So we got a lot better field position now at the 42 for our third offensive possession. And boy, we really got to put some points on the board here because the fans are not in it. The offense can't click. We got to have something positive to happen on this drive right here.
Stuart, if I'm on the other side calling for this team that looks a lot like Stevens County, looking at them in uniform, what I'm saying is now we got to stop them here because we don't want to give up a touchdown after dominating the first half. On Elbert County's side, a touchdown here would change everything going into halftime.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from our own 43. They put Brady in motion. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan. No, yeah, he does give it to Quan. He cuts it back upfield and keeps moving all the way up to the 48-yard line. No, they'll put it at the 49. Pickup of 6, just outside left tackle.
So we had a chance.
I thought Javen actually faked it and kept it himself, but Quan had it and picked up 6 solid yards.
We had a blocker run by one of their defenders, just ran by him. Guess he didn't see him. If we get a block there, that could have gone a little bit.
2nd and 4. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan. Quan stops straight up the middle. There goes Quan. Can he outrun everybody? Can he keep going? 20, 15. He's pulling a bulldog all the way to the 5-yard line. Those squats. And now we got a flag. And I wonder if I think I saw a face mask, and I may be wrong, but I thought I saw Quan's helmet turn toward me on about the 15-yard line when he started toting that dog down the field.
Now, are they calling this on Elbert County?
I don't know what they could call.
He's marking this off on Elbert County on our running back.
Personal foul face mask on us.
They're going to say, have you ever seen them call that on a running back? That was the call. He said he stiff-armed him, and this guy called face mask against him.
So Quan just runs 45 yards, and they're going to move it all the way back to the 26-yard line and negate half of his run. And he really got into the second level, and they were having a hard time staying up with him, and then he toted some dogs for a while. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan again, looks for a hole. He's going to just keep pushing the pile down to the 20, 21-yard line. So he'll another 4 or 5 solid yards. Quan's getting a little juiced up now. 7:43 clock running. We're trailing 7-0 to Harlem here in the Granite Bowl on a steamy Friday night. Hurry up, we're going. Javen takes it, gives it, gives it to Quan, and he cuts it back up the middle after he went to the corner. They're going to mark it at the 16. That's going to be
loss on the carry.
Boy, have we seen some penalties.
Where they mark it? At the 17, so it's 3rd and 1. Takes the snap, gives it to Quan. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to run over, just pushing them, and he'll get down to at least a 11-yard line for a first down.
Boy, they came out with a football, Stuart. That whistle came in the nick of time. They had a kid breaking down the field with a football.
Well, they probably already blew the whistle because the pile, they were starting to push Quan to try to get some more yards.
Blue Devil, first down.
So we get a first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body on Quan's legs at the 11-yard line, so we can get to the one without scoring. 6:42, clock running. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan. No, Javen's going to take it, and he turns upfield, and Javen's going to run over a dog at the goal line and get in there. Great fake to Quan. Boy, they crashed on Quan. Javen took it himself, and just like that, our offense may be waking up here with 6:33 to go in the second quarter. Javen, from 11 yards out, scores our first touchdown of the night to make it 7-6.
Big extra point here, Stuart.
Every point's big. We've only missed one this year, and I was about to get in a tussle with the officials, so I thought it was good. The kick is up. The kick looks good, and it is. That ball may have went over Church Street. So the PAT is good to make it now. ELBERT 7, Harlem 7, 6:33 remaining in the second quarter.
Harlem 7.
That may have given us a little life there, Marvin. We looked a lot better. Timing was there. Quan was running, Javen and our offensive line really blocked and made some holes there on that drive with Quan especially.
Really needed that. Desperately needed that play now. Need to play defense another 6 minutes now. We get the ball to start the second half, but we kind of swung that momentum back just a little bit now. Can't allow a big play to take it back.
I'd like to see us get a turnover here late in the second quarter and maybe put some more on the board right quick. That would be really big going into halftime. So we may attempt to kick it deep here. He is not in his normal pooch formation, so he may try to kick it over their head. And he does, and wow, he gets his foot into it all the way back to the 3-yard line. So we're coming up and we're going to cover it pretty well. We take him down to the turf of the Granite Bowl at the 21-yard line. Boy, Brandon really, Marvin got it almost in the end zone.
Boy, that would be huge. It's one of the things. And
it's just huge to get in the end zone.
You know, and now we will need to remember that in a field position, we needed that. Remember, we got the big punt out of him when we needed it too. So that junior kicker's done a great job of field position for us tonight. Got to play defense here. Really wish the crowd was in this thing a little more right now. Really need to play some defense.
6:26 remaining in the second quarter. They give it to that Williams, and he goes airborne, hits his feet, and he's still driving, and we're having to dogpile him now to stop him. He's just a tough runner. They'll give him 4 yards. He literally leaped at the 25-yard line.
Well, he got a really good spot, too.
So they'll give him 5. It's second and 5.
Wow.
Newman, toss sweep to Williams with a little, he's got a little head steam here, and he's going to cut it and go out of bounds at the 35, but it's enough for a first down. We just cannot get Bill a 3 and out.
Stuart, that was the toss sweep that I've been looking for, and you can see how quick he gets out. He loves to run that, and it gives him a lot of vision out there to make these cuts. That's a big play for them.
He gets up ahead of steam, and he's hard to bring down. So Williams will come out, and they'll bring number 22 back in. I don't know why Williams doesn't look hurt.
Maybe trying to rest him a little bit. You know, I know they're thinking if they can stay like this, you're going to see him a lot in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10 from their own 36. Newman in shotgun takes it, high snap, hands it to that running back with a little hole, and we hit him hard at the 39, but he falls forward. He'll pick up 4 yards up to the 40. Clock at 5:39 and running. We're tied 7-7.
Tackle by number 31, Bubba Hurd.
Really doing a good job blocking us up front.
Bubba Hurd on the tackle. He's having a hard time in the middle stopping these guys, and Jermaine Sims comes in and makes a great tackle, no gain. Well, they're going to give him forward progress up to the 41 and a half. Jermaine, that's a lot of mobility with Jermaine in the first half. I know he's had 4 tackles, and he comes in from the corner.
And that's what we got to do, Stuart. We got to have linebackers making plays to hit those running backs. Once again, another really, really good spot. It's a lot of difference in 3rd and 4 and, 3rd and 6. So takes a big 3rd down for the Blue Devils right here.
For this little short slant from number 11 out here. Miguel playing him short. Now he's just going to throw the fade down the sideline, and it's overthrown, out of bounds. And the receiver was wanting, he might have tugged on his jersey a little bit, but the ball was not catchable.
Yes.
So it'll be 4th and 4, and they'll have to punt. So good job by the defense. We give up a little ground, but we didn't give up a lot.
Once again, you stay on side now here. Don't jump. We need that football back, and what a turn of events it could be. We get back to get this football back and go and score before the half, get the ball to start the second half. This would be devastating from a team that has basically controlled the first half in Harlem.
4:38 left, tied 7-7. Their punter's on the 27, Eli's on the 30. Punts, a nice little spiral. Eli will take it there, sure-handed at the 30, didn't have to move. So the Devils will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 31 with 4:34 to go. Plenty of time to see if our offense can keep the momentum going. They looked really good on the last possession.
The Devils will take over 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line.
Stuart, I told some guys from Hartwell the other day that we just look like this may be one of those years where nearly every game is just like this.
Well, I hope not, because it sure is going to be rough on me.
It's going to take a few years off the broadcast career.
Javen takes it, gives it to Quan, trying to get outside, looking for a block. Does. He waits, cuts it back upfield, runs over another dog at the 41-yard line. He'll pick up really close to a 1st down, and they mark it at the 42. That might move the chains.
Number 14, Ronald Oliver for Harlem.
And it does. So 1 carry, 10 yards there for Quan. So for Higginbotham Paint and Body, a chain mover. We need a chain breaker.
May go deep here at some point.
Javen back to pass, and he does just then. Throws it straight downfield. Overthrown, intended for Trustin. He was double covered.
Boy, we looked over at the official, and that was the same official called the interference over there on that other side. And Trustin looked over there, and because he did come over his back some, but I don't make that call. I just don't make that call.
So Trustin comes off for a breather as he just run 100 yards. So now it's 2nd and 10 from our own 42.
4:13 and a half.
Javen takes it, going to run it himself. Got a little hole, and he picks up 4 yards, 3 yards. Maybe they're going to mark it dead on the 45, so they'll give him 3. We're going to have a long 3rd and 7 now.
Tackle by number 2, Maddox.
Another one of those crucial 3rd down plays. We need to keep this drive going. It's a little too much time on the clock, but we have a chance to really stretch out something if we can score on this drive.
Tied 7-7, 3:48 left in the 2nd quarter. We're 3rd and 7. We're on our own 45-yard line, and Elbert County takes a timeout, and so will we. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
When it comes to your vehicle maintenance, we know you have many options. Trust your vehicle care to the honest, dependable experts at Jason's Garage, located at 1380 Hartwell Highway in Elberton, your Power Stroke Diesel headquarters. Their diagnostic technology, education, and expertise provides you with the best vehicle care imaginable. Call 706-408-5775 to book your appointment today. Jason's Garage specializes in Power Stroke head gasket replacement, transmissions, brakes, rotors, and turbos. Jason is also certified to perform annual DOT inspections on all over-the-road trucks. Come visit Jason's Garage today at 1380 Hartwell Highway in Elberton. Phone 706-408-5775. That number again, 706-408-5775.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football. here on 105.3 WSGC.
Blue Devils 7, Harlem 7, 3:42 left in the second quarter. We're 3rd and 7 from our own 45. We put Trustin in motion. Javen fires it downfield to a wide open Christian Harris, and he drops it at the 10-yard line, wide open, hit him right in the bread basket, and it hits the turf like he didn't hit nothing, and that's 2 he's dropped in the first half, and he had a little bit of that problem last year.
Wow, and you know, that's normally the one he goes and gets. He does real well on the deep fly patterns, and boy, I know it's tough though. You got you're 25 yards down the field open, and a great play call by our coaching staff.
Yeah, I think he was so surprised that he was so wide open, because when he broke to the post, everybody just kept going straight.
That's a big play if we get it.
So the punt, high and lazy, takes the Elbert County bounce down over the 20 down to the 16-yard line. So another good punt by Brandon. But we give Harlem 3 minutes and 22 seconds to do something here late in the first half. So, boy, we had a touchdown right there.
Yeah, that's a game changer, because then if you're up 14-7 and then you get the ball to start the second half and go out and score, you're up 2 scores after trailing the entire first half almost. So what the Blue Devils got to do here now, not let this running back break something long or get out there where you want to be in the position that if you get the ball to start the second half, when you score, you're ahead, not you score to tie the game.
Yeah, and I guess that maybe concentration maybe not at its peak. Toss sweep to Williams. He's looking, cuts back, and we'll play it pretty well. He only gets 3 yards up to the 20-yard line.
Williams on the carry. Tackled by number 9, Keyshawn Tate.
Wow, he just gets out there and he just doesn't let you have a clean shot at him. You never get your hands on him early on the drive. That's a big, if I'm the coach here in this field position, with him the ability to break a long one, and he had a couple long ones last week, I'm going to keep on feeding him right here.
2nd and 4 from the 20. High snap, gives it to him again. He's going to get a couple. He kind of got lost in the pile over there. I was waiting for him to bounce out, but he went down. It'd be a short gain of maybe a yard, so we're going to have a 3rd and 4 coming up here. No, they're going to say 3rd and 3.
70, Adrian Harris. Timeout, Elbert County.
So we'll take a timeout, as we have a timeout Elbert County, and also we have a Harlem player down on the field. So we'll take a PJ Therapy Services and Brad Lavender injury timeout. With 2:38 to go in the second quarter, we're tied. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Have a project you're working on? Are you looking for materials for your new house or remodeling? Then Lake Russell Building Supply has what you need. Whether you're a contractor or you do it yourself, they offer every type of building material to fit your needs. Everything from lumber, shingles, doors, sheetrock, and so much more. Lake Russell Building Supply is a family-owned business with good people that are always happy to help serve you. They have been proudly serving the Elberton community since 2005. Come on and give them a visit at 575 Harmony Drive in Elberton, or give them a call at 706-283-0992. That's Lake Russell Building Supply, your local building supply headquarters.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football, here on 105.3 WSGC.
Blue Devils 7, Harlem 7, 2:38 to go in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 4 for Harlem on their own 23-yard line. It would give us some time to do something if we could stop them here. Newman high snap, gives it to Williams. He's going to try to get outside, and we're going to meet him there, and we're going to and we're going to almost let him go. And we finally get him down, and we may have hurt him there. He went down.
Williams on the carry.
He went down very awkwardly when he tried to spin out of that last tackle. I saw his leg go in a direction it should not have gone, and he is slow getting up. That had to hurt because it looked like it hurt.
Boy, I'm telling you, you talk about a kid that just will not go down.
Well, he was down just about, and that second effort got him back to the line of scrimmage, so we stopped him, so they'll have to punt. But he is really walking gingerly off the field. They had him bent backwards and his leg was up under him.
I'll say this again, Stuart. It's funny, we've come up with 4th and 4. And just stay back, and we've done a good job just sitting on the punt and letting the punter kick it. And he's got a couple good kicks off because he's got plenty of time. But in this position right here, you just want the football back with 2:21 left. Remember we went on the 2-minute drive last week? We've got the ability, we can get deep on their secondaries, no doubt. We've already done that twice now. And actually, Stuart, we could have had 2 touchdowns. One, if it had been a little further out there, but we got the completion. And, of course, this one is just a walk-in if we can hold on to it. But let's see if the Blue Devils can get themselves in position. Even if they can score any points whatsoever, even a field goal would be big in the second half going in.
I don't think we have any timeouts, so we're going to have to, offensively, we're going to have to really do a hurry-up offense and have some plays called. See if we can get a bad punt or something here. The punt, nice, lazy. Eli's got to run, get it, and he's going to take it. And he almost broke it at the 40, and one guy had to get him, but he got it down to the Harlem 40-yard line. He caught it at midfield, and he was in stride when he caught it. And that one Bulldog grabbed him by the leg, or he would have picked up at least 10 more yards.
You will hear Coach say this next week. Eli goes across field. This thing easily could have been just let it go, and it may have rolled another 30 yards. He catches it in the air, gets us on this side of the 50. That's a big play that may go unnoticed.
2:13. Javen gives it to Quan, leads the hole, still driving as he gets to the 35-yard line. We'll call it a solid 5-yard gain, and it is. That's where they'll mark it. So we'll be 2nd and 5, clock at 2 minutes and running. We're tied 7 with these Harlem Bulldogs from Augusta.
Tackle by number 34, Young.
Javen takes it back to pass, and he's got Eli wide open, and he leads him a little too much. It hits the ground about 2 yards in front of him, and he was open for just a second, and he maybe hurried that just a touch.
Wow, Stuart, that play was open there again. We had a guy deep. And this is 3rd down, though. Need to get the first here. Now, make sure we get the first.
Javen takes it, gives it to Quan. He's going to break it outside and cut and go back to midfield, and there goes Quan. Now he's going to the far sideline. He's got enough speed. They grab him from behind at the 10-yard line. Got 1:33 left. Quan jumps up and gets back to the line as fast as he can. Everybody's in a hurry. They're going to start the clock as soon as they set the ball, and it's dead on the 10-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal.
Tackle by number 4, Bauer.
Quan, as he's done so far this year, just puts the team on his shoulder and says, give it to me. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan, and he's going to drop the ball, and we're going to fumble it, and Harlem recovers on the 10-yard line. Somebody hit him from behind and punched the ball out. Now we have a penalty. Somebody's throwing a punch at Javen.
Fumble to play.
I don't know what all that was about. We're fixing to find out, though. So we have our first turnover. After we're driving the ball, we drove it 30 yards. Personal foul against Harlem.
Personal foul against Harlem.
So we cough it up when we're about to go in. Lady Luck is not smiling upon us at the moment. Somebody else said that one time.
Yep. And that's, I go back to the keys of the game. The rat poison was in full force when this game started, with the crowd, with our kids. And when we got hit in the nose, we done it as we've done so often in Hart and in Madison, where we immediately responded, and we did that to get back in it. But we missed a sure touchdown, and with 1:33 at the ball at the 9-yard line, you got to feel like we had a real chance to take the lead. And let's hope that doesn't haunt us as the game goes on.
So we fumble it. They get a penalty. They're on the 5, 1st and 10, 1:21 to go. We're tied 7-7. Can we get a turnover now deep in their territory? They give it to that little running back, and he's trying to get outside, and we'll tackle him for
Herter on the
2-yard gain. He's a lot smaller, but he's got just as much quickness, but not near as big. So here comes Williams back in.
DJ Rayford on the stop.
What you needed, so if we could have got points off either the long pass or right there, and we can get up a couple scores, it may change the way they play and get away from that running back.
Clock running 50-49. Going to give it on a misdirection to Williams, and he's going to try to get through us, and he runs all the way through 2 of us up to the 30-yard line. Another flag.
Williams on the carry.
There's a misdirection, blocked real well, big hole, and he comes to the near sideline, and he splits 2 defenders. Jermaine held on, and Gilbert finished him off, but a big gainer, but it's going to be negated by a penalty for a holding penalty, and I guess that's why that hole was so big.
Just wish these guys had not set this precedent early on for throwing these flags, and now if you're a good official, you can't change it. The kids get used to what you're calling, you got to stay the same. And boy, this game is just being controlled by way too many penalties. And folks, if you're listening, now that penalty helped, Elbert County. So we're not sitting here saying the referees are killing Elbert County. We're saying here referees are making the game be played different.
Clock running 33. They're going to be satisfied to let the play clock go down to just a few seconds. We're tied in the Granite Bowl with Harlem, 7-7. Maybe the last play of the first half when we give it to Williams, and he's going to try to get outside. Jermaine's going to, and Miguel and everybody else now is in there on the tackle, and we push him back to the 8. And they'll let the clock run out there. That'll be the end of your first half. With your score, Elbert County 7, Harlem 7. As I said in the pregame, we could be into a backyard brawl dogfight, and that's exactly what we're in.
to halftime at the Granite Bowl. On behalf of Superintendent Mr. John Jarvis and Principal Mr. Josh Ryder, we present you the ELBERT County Blue Devil Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Chandler Sumner and Mr. Corey Hobson. The auxiliary coaches are Ms. Leanne Lane and Ms. Sarah Dinner. Percussion instructor is Mr. Mark Hood, and band instructor is Ms. Anthony McNeese. On the field, the band is led by drum major Alice Harper. For this year's halftime performance, the Blue Devil Band presents their show NOLA. NOLA is a show centered around the social and musical culture of New Orleans, Louisiana. Join the Blue Devil Band as they explore a variety of scenes from New Orleans as they present NOLA. Drum major, is your band ready? You may now take the field. We open our show with a scene from the brass bands of Jackson Square. The Blue Devil Band presents their spin on a New Orleans classic, Oh When the Saints. Featuring our drumline and front ensemble, the band presents the New Orleans street tune, Do What You Want. several different songs, just as you would hear at a Mardi Gras parade. The band closes their show with Second Line Jam.
reset the clock to 12 minutes, and Elbert County is taking the field to receive the kickoff to open the second half. So here we go.
Stuart, I do wish in the second half these guys, I know you got to call what you got to call, but I do wish for the sake of the flow of the game for both teams, absolutely for both teams, that they try to hold on to those flags. This is a pretty hotly contested game. It's as tight as it can be, it's 7-7, and I wish they'd kind of let these kids play as much as they can.
Barnett and Allen deep for the Devils.
Harlem will be kicking toward College Avenue.
Bradford set to kick for Harlem.
We've got a good crowd tonight. We're from the goal line to the goal line. Not like Hart County, but it's still a good crowd. But it's also Labor Day weekend, and a lot of people, this is your last real weekend of the summer to go on a little trip. So I'm sure that's part of the reason. Nevertheless, we've still got a good crowd, and it's very helpful to the team, as Coach said at the coaches show, that the kids know they're behind them. So here we go. So he kicks it deep down the middle, and it's going to be over everybody's head. It bounces in the end zone, not.
And we get a flag. And we're going to get a flag. Right off the bat, we're going to start from about the 10-yard line.
So I don't know what the penalty is, but I see a Harlem player with a helmet off. Got to be a personal foul against one of us. I was watching the ball carried in the end zone, a great kickoff. So we've done something, and we're going to start in a hole. Personal foul against Elbert County. Pushed a hand to the face. So we're going to be deep.
Hands to the face, Elbert County.
Deep in our territory. Not the way we wanted to. We needed a good kickoff return, so we didn't get that. We didn't need this, so now we're 1st and 10 from our 10.
With a chance for Harlem to once again get field position and control a third quarter as they did the first.
So let's go 90 yards. We got to go 90 yards on our opening possession of the second half and take control of this thing. We got to do it right now. Javen takes it, gives it to Tyrekus on a sweep, and he's going to get a few yards, try to get the near sideline down, and gets pushed way out up against the Granite, and there comes the flag. He wouldn't let go of, and he made. You know that's got to hurt. He pushed him up against the Granite wall. So we'll get pretty good yardage. We got 15 yards with TJ coming on the outside and made a good cut to the outside. I need to see number 10 go back on the field because I don't see him because he had to. There he is. He's okay. So personal foul on them. So now in one play of TJ for 15, they're going to add 15 to it. So we'll be all the way up to the 40-yard line, just like that.
That was huge. That is a real good play. But Stuart, I will say this, not being bad on these kids from Harlem, there's been a lot of stuff after plays with them that you've seen has kind of ignited some of this stuff.
Javen, 3 receivers, takes it, fakes it, throws a little screen to TJ, and he's got a little block out there, and he's going to try to juke him at the midfield, and he runs down to the 42 out of bounds. Good play. Trustin gave him enough block to where he could get around the corner for a first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body. They will mark it at the Harlem 41. So right now it's the TJ show. That being Tyrekus Jones. Just underway in the third quarter, 11:41. We're tied 7-7. We give it to Quan. Now they're going to call
flag on play.
Oh, now Quan gets pushed in the back, and the officials weren't watching. I mean, literally pushed him. So it's getting chippy out there now, and we haven't seen any discipline issues for Elbert County so far this year, but there is something going on out there now. They just missed another personal foul, unsportsmanlike.
Boy, coach is really upset, and you never see our coach say much. Andy Dyer is out there in the middle of the field right now. And 2 7A state finalist coaches, they've seen a lot of football.
Yeah, I don't.
That
was a blatant push to Quan. I mean, really aggressive push.
So there's been a little bit of that with the Harlem kids all night after plays. And I know one play in particular, Elbert County got a penalty, was a response. Now, you should not have responded to it. but we did, and you got to be careful now not to get baited into
When it comes
stuff.
to litter and trash. We're asking you, all fans attending tonight's game, to place all trash in the trash cans at the Granite Bowl.
So, let's see. They spotted at the 41. We'll be first and 10. 11:40 remaining. We put TJ in motion. We fake it to him. Javen's going to take it himself straight up the middle, and he's twisting and turning, still churning his legs, pulls free, finally gets taken down to 28, all by himself, blocking on the offensive
Hickman
line.
carries the ball for the Devils.
Curtis Hall, Trey Moon,
Tackle
Eli,
number
Lucas Hall-Day, and
Taylor Hart for Harlem.
Tavis Teasley is doing a little pushing back
And
now,
that's good
opening
enough
some
for a Blue
holes
Devil.
for another first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body. 12 yards down to the 28 of Harlem. So the Devils trying to drive it here on their opening possession. And we're going to fake a pass. We're going to throw it deep to Brady Dickerson. And it's complete. Brady just jumps over two Harlem defenders. He's about 6'4", and he decided he wanted that ball, and he went up and took it down to the 4-yard line. So another first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body. It's first and goal from the 4. Wow, what a great athletic play that was.
One of the better catches you'll see in the Granite Bowl.
That may be an ES Pinner. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan. He's picking his way, and he's fighting down to the 3, pushing down to maybe to the 1. They're going to mark it on the 1, so we'll be second and goal from the 1. He would not go down, and we kept pushing. We're getting a little push now on the offensive line.
Second and goal.
So we desperately need to finish this drive right here. We got to finish this drive.
Javen takes it, gives it to Quan, and Quan
didn't get there. Didn't get there.
Got a half a yard, so now it's going to be third and goal.
Moss carries the ball.
So we really need to get off here. That was another good job by their line of scrimmage in that middle right there.
Oh, we have a Harlem player down, so we'll take it's 7-7 in the Granite Bowl. We're on the 1-yard line. Third and 1. We'll take a PJ Therapy Services Brad Lavender injury timeout for 30 seconds. You're listening to Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Whether you're a Blue Devil in the Granite Bowl on Friday nights or a spectator in the stands, the best offense is a great defense. And when it comes to your legal needs, nobody will play shutdown, lights-out defense for you like Dial Jenkins. From personal injury to real estate, Steve, Jim, Chris, and the team bring decades of legal expertise to your defense. A local firm with an Atlanta presence, make the first call the right call. Dial Jenkins at 706-283-8240. Horns up and go Big Blue.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football. Here on 105.3 WSGC.
Back in the Granite Bowl as we have just come back from an injury timeout, and the injured Bulldog from Harlem is still on the ground at the goal line. They're still working on him. Marvin and I were just talking. We're third and goal from the 1 where there's no question that we have to score here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So as they are trying to get him up on his feet, he was on the bottom of the pile, and there's no telling how he got hurt because he had about 17 football players on top of him, cleats and knees and who knows what else.
And he's up, Stewart. That's a great sign right there. And he's moving on his own, I believe. Yeah, he's moving.
He could
like to see that.
He could have had the breath knocked out of him because he laid there motionless. Number 12 linebacker. So now, as he walks off the field, the Blue Devils are back at the line, third and goal. I'm a little nervous here. I don't know why. Javen takes it. Going to take it himself and walk in there. Javen, great block by the right side of the offensive line. Javen takes 2 steps, tosses it to the official, and comes to the sideline. Finally, the Blue Devils 13, Harlem 7. Curtis Hall and Trey Moon moved that side of the defensive line. So now the PAT 10:18 to go in the third quarter. The Devils drive it. Kicks up, and it may not be good. It's not. He pulled it. It looked.
The kick is up and
The
no
snap
good.
was a little off to the side. Timing was a little off, and he pulled it. Got a lot of foot into it, but I could tell it wasn't good. So let's hope that point don't come back and bite us. But nevertheless, with 10:18 to go in the third quarter, now the Blue Devils have their first lead of the night, 13-7. The drive helped tremendously by
Everyone,
an
if you get your
unbelievable
tickets out,
Brady
your
Dickerson
50-50
catch.
tickets, please take them out.
Double covered, and he just out-jumped everybody and came
Ticket
down with it,
number
held on,
and
give us the opportunity
8-8-8-8.
to put it in there.
7-1. Please come to the press box.
So now let's see what our defense can do.
Horn set the kick for the Devils.
Played a good second quarter.
16
Let's see if that
Howard
flows over
deep
here. We
for
need
Harlem.
a 3 and out for Bill Daughtry desperately. We need to get the ball back and get up 2 scores as fast as possible.
If we can do that, Stuart, we will take the ball a little bit away from that running back. If we can do that, got to go play defense.
So Brandon kicks it down the middle, a little short. Oh, and he drops the ball, and we're all running for it, and they're diving down at the 12-yard line. Terrible, terrible. The kick returner was jogging up to the ball, and he never got to it. Another second, and the Devils would have recovered that. There were
Harlem recovered the fumble on the
5 or
12-yard
6
line.
guys on both sides of the Harlem and the Blue Devils digging for that ball, but Harlem recovers. But now they're deep in their territory, 1st and 10 at their own 12.
If I'm Harlem right now, I got to get behind Williams right here. Number one is safe, and he's steady, and you can take some time off that clock. Remember, you score and kick an extra point, you're ahead.
2 receivers with Big Williams in the backfield. Newman takes it, that toss sweep again, and we're going to read him and hit him good, and he's going to bounce off again, and we're going to stop him after maybe
Williams
a yard.
on the carry.
He's just hard, so hard to bring down. We're hitting him
Tackled
up
by number
high.
31, Bubba Hurd.
You got to grab him by the legs. But we nevertheless only give him a yard, so it's 2nd and 9.
That speed sweep, that speed, that little toss, old-fashioned toss sweep that Herschel got so much, I'm going to tell you, is a big play for them because there's so much open room for him out there.
Leading 13-7 now with 9:38 clock running. They give it to Williams again. Now they're going to do a long bomb down the middle, and players just scattered everywhere.
Newman's pass falls
2 receivers
incomplete.
and 3 defensive backs all in the same area. It's almost like a Hail Mary, but I'm trying. What's the name of that play, Marvin? My mind went blank. They give it to the running back, and he stops and tosses it back to the quarterback, and then he throws the bomb.
I call it a flea flicker.
There you go.
But anyhow, and I tell you what, give our defensive backs credit. They didn't bite for it, and they stayed right in there. And even better than that, Stuart, they kept their hands off of the receivers, and this is a huge 3rd down play right here. This is really big in the course of the game.
If we stop them here, they've got a punt from the goal line, which will give us great field position. I'm going to have to start taking some type of a
Devil fans, it is
pharmaceutical that
You
will
need
clear
to,
my brain.
when Elbert County plays football, Elberton, you need to be there. This is pretty good stuff, but it's nerve-wracking.
I can't even think of what the flea flicker is. He rolls to the right. Got trouble coming. He's looking, and we're going to get him right there. We hit him, and he lets go of the ball at the last second. And he got hammered at the 1-yard line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage in the secondary.
Rayford was
DJ
all
Rayford,
over him.
Another, we're not going to call it a sack, but boy, I'm going to tell you, that Newman quarterback is going to feel that Wednesday of next week. Never saw him coming, and DJ buried him into the Granite Bowl turf, and so just like I was hoping, their punter is standing inside the goal line. Eli's standing on their 40. Need a short punt, something good to happen for the Devils right here. Good snap. A little off the side of his foot, and it's going to take a Blue Devil bounce, and they're all down it at the 36-yard line, so a 26-yard punt or so. So we've got great field position at the 36, so let's see if we can punch this in and get up 2 scores. only 3 minutes off the clock in the third quarter, and we're up 13-7.
So this is the game that this possession could very easily change the way the rest of the game is played on their side, on the offensive side of the field. This is huge for us just to go out and run our offense. Our offense is good enough to take care of this.
No question. So here we go. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan up the middle with a little hole, and he'll just keep driving. But they'll push him back. They'll give him to the 35, only a yard. Had a linebacker blitz there, and it was the exact hole Quan was trying to go in. So we're going to have a long second down here. Basically, we're going to call it 2nd and 10 again.
Stuart, this is a good defensive football team Harlem's got. They're exactly what Coach said they were, and they're real consistent in that front seven.
2nd and 10. Put Eli in motion. Javen back to pass, pressure, throws it down the middle deep to Trustin, and he out-battles him at the 5-yard line. Trustin goes up and just snags it, takes it out of the cornerback's hands, basically, brings it down, holds on, first down to 5-yard line, taking off the paint body. So 2 great, after all the drop passes in the first half, we can't drop one now.
That was an outstanding catch on a ball that was a little bit up for grabs right there, even with their defender.
Who wanted it worse? Now we're 1st and goal from the 5. We take it, give it to Quan. He's looking, turning, twisting, powering, and pulls away. Touchdown, Quan Moss.
Touchdown, Quan!
He was stopped dead at the 2, pulled his leg through, put those big thighs that does 100, 275 squats just to get ready to lift weights. That's why right there.
Great drive, great defense. Let's give our defense a lot of credit for putting us in that position by getting that football back with field position. Gave us a short field, we took advantage.
Now 8:19 to go in the third quarter. Devils 19, Harlem 7, and we are attempting another PAT. We just missed one a few minutes ago. This one looks, God, it takes them forever to raise their hands. It's good to make it 20-7. So now they've done everything we've asked them. Now we just got to play a little more defense. Maybe let's just get a turnover here
Devils 20.
and give us some breathing room. Give me some breathing room. You know, I took my blood pressure pill late today because I went to Livonia and forgot. I normally take it at 12. I took it at 4:30. That may be my problem.
888871. Please come to the press box.
Or is it because I'm 58 Monday?
Well, it's got that. Yeah, that's something to do with it. I can promise you that because I'm a little.
Combination.
I've long gone past that, but I can tell you this. Another thing is that we love Elbert County kids, and we live and die with these boys, and that's the way it should be. Y'all, this is high school and high school broadcast, and we give all the credit in the world for these kids from Harlem. But you know, that's what high school football is. It's about a hometown and a community, and that's where we're from.
Brandon doing a good job kicking tonight. Set to kick again toward Church Street. This time he kicks it long and deep down to the 3-yard line. They'll take it there. He's looking for a hole, and we hit him hard at the 16-yard line. Jermaine Sims. Flag comes in. L.J. Clark, first guy to hit him.
Tackle by
Malik Hill.
Devils, flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is. Flag's laid on the 24.
Well, if they getting paid by the call, they're going to get a little extra money tonight.
I mean, you got to think it's against them.
Congratulations.
But who knows?
We don't know. We don't know. You don't know.
John Case,
Yeah, hold it.
congratulations.
Illegal use of the hands, so they'll be starting again way deep in their territory. Let's say about the 9-yard line.
They've been consistent with that.
Let's see where they mark. Now they're talking about it. Talking a little bit more. So now we're going to walk toward the goal line, and we will place it at the 9. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 9 for Harlem. They're down 20-7 now. Devils have come out in the second half and trying to take charge of this thing, as I'm so thankful for. But we've got a lot of football left, got a lot of time left.
Once again, keep them away from the big play.
Got to watch Williams. He's in the backfield. We're going to throw a slant, and it's
good defensive
Christian
play
Harris
that time.
really covered that well, stuck his right arm in there and
Newman's
knocked it
pass
out.
is broken up by Christian Harris.
Incomplete. Good play by Christian there. Perfect play. He made the cut on the slant. He cut with him and just put his right hand out there and knocked it away. 2nd and 10 from the 8. Toss sweep to Williams. He's trying to get it. Oh, and we hit him high. And he leaps up in the air.
Quick pitch to
Keith Shun
Williams.
Tate and L.J. Clark
Tackled
hit
by
him
number
midair.
7, L.J. Clark.
And he went in 5 or 6 different ways. He had a leg going this way, an arm going this way. He got a yard. 3rd and 9.
Boy, I tell you, Stuart.
Devil fans, make some noise.
That's one of those kind of kids. Boy, it just looks like there's something big going to happen every time he touches the football.
Back to pass. We'll throw it straight down the middle, complete. And there's that John, and he made a move on us, and he's coming down the near sideline, and he may go. Christian's going to run him down. He's going to stop, look for some blockers, cut it back midfield, and we're going to catch him at the 11. And they fumbled it, and I think we recovered it. We did. We got the ball. Christian run him down, made him stop. He changed directions at the 15. He didn't see the 2 Devils coming behind him. They knocked it out of his hand, and we recovered, so we've got possession now on the 7-yard line.
Miguel Rodriguez.
Miguel Rodriguez with the recovery. We never give up. We chased him down. We give up a big play. We just was a half a second late of knocking that pass down, and they made us pay for it. But then we made a great defensive play.
Boy. And for the kids from Harlem, that is a devastating type of thing to have happened after a great offensive play. Actually, I thought for a second he was going to run out of bounds at about the 8-9-yard line, and he cut back. And sometimes when you cut back, you get that tackling from behind.
Yep, so now we've got the ball. 3 receivers, we're on our 8. Then we throw a little screen, and it's through in the dirt. Short.
Hickman's pass is incomplete.
To Tyreka, so it's incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Shoot, that hurts a little bit. You know, if we get that pass out there to him, he may have broke that thing because the defender was going hard to the right, and he was cutting back up to the middle of the field.
Usually when you short hop them, you didn't have your right foot set.
That may be a mismatch out there.
Gives it to Quan, and he gets his legs taken out at the 10-yard line. He had a hole. Somebody stuck their arm out. He had Green in front of him. That could have gone as well.
Now, Stuart, with that tough luck play for Harlem right there, if they can get a stop right here now, they can get the ball back in really good field position and keep that to a less than a 2-score game.
Now we're 3rd and 8, ball on the 10. Pretty good 3rd down here, too deep in our territory. We really need to be careful here. Back to pass. Javen fires it down the middle to a wide open Trustin. Complete at the midfield stripe. He beat 2, the safety and the cornerback. 2 big, huge, unbelievable catches by Trustin Harris for a 40-yard pass play from Javen to Trustin, and Trustin, he's just wanting the ball more than they are. He went up and just took it out of the air.
Tremendous play fake by our quarterback and just sucked in the safety and let him get behind him. Great play call on our coaching staff as well.
Big 1st down for Higginbotham painting by the Javen takes it. Looking to pass again down the middle. Little out in front of Brady. He was open, just threw it a little, led him a little too far. All he could do was get his fingers on it, and he was open again. That would have been a 1st down. 6:10 clock stop. We're leading 20-7. Was in a big hole in that passing attack we've got. You just can't ever tell. We can hit it at any time. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan. No hole. He keeps pulling. No gain. Another linebacker blitzed, and they're picking the right hole.
Tackle by number 4.
They've watched enough film to know which way he's going, apparently, because that's 2 plays I've watched the linebacker blitz.
Well, you
picks the right gap and stops it dead.
Give a lot of credit to Harlem's defense for trying to be gritty and hang in there right now.
Another 3rd and 10. Back to pass. A little pressure. Fires. Almost intercepted. He broke on the route. Trustin. Javen had a lot of pressure, and he had to throw off his back foot, and he didn't throw it quite far enough. Should have been intercepted, intended for Trustin, and he had to kind of come back to try to catch the ball, but it was too late as the cornerback cut in front of him. But nevertheless, we got out of the hole, and now we'll at least be able to hopefully pin them down deep in their own territory.
Huge.
5:36 to go in the third quarter.
Huge stop for Harlem.
Leading 20-7. Nice high spiral for Brandon. Wow. They come up and make a fair catch at the 25, so and a flag down. Let's see what the flag's about.
I think that was a little bit of stuff after the play again. You've seen that a lot from Harlem tonight.
Yeah, Harlem's getting a little pushy, shovey, running the mouth. Let's see what they call. This could be big for us.
Let's see if he got hold or personal foul there. It's going back against Harlem, though. Everything going against Harlem now, just like Elbert in the first few minutes. The second half has been that for Harlem, but now Elbert County still got to play good defense here.
Holding on Harlem, so they'll mark the ball now after the penalty down to the 14-yard line. So we've got Harlem pinned deep in their territory again. Let's see if we can get us another turnover. A 3 and out for Bill Daltrey. A pick 6. There's all sorts of things we need right now.
Yeah, not one of these times I feel as comfortable even with this 13-point
No,
lead.
I don't either. I don't think I ever do anymore. Newman, his name's Ryan Newman, not the race car driver, hands it to Williams, and we're eating him alive now, and he's still trying to run, and we're going to dogpile him. They finally call the whistle. We pushed him all the way back almost to the goal line, and he's still fighting, trying to get a yard, and we got 7 Devils surrounding him.
Getting a lot more push from our defensive line this second half. I wonder if maybe the Harlem kids are playing some people both ways and they've lost a little gas in that offensive line, because we're definitely starting to control it a little bit.
Well, I know 74 is the left tackle, is also on the defensive line, so I know he's playing both ways. Back to pass. They're going to throw it down the sideline. Way up. Miguel's trying to go for the ball. And he intercepts it at the 46-yard line. Miguel Rodriguez. By Miguel. Quarterback floated the ball like we had seen on film.
Our coaches had seen that.
And Miguel he watched the ball the entire time, and he broke on it the last second. Great interception at the 46. It's just like that. We got us a little turnover I was wanting, so we've got the ball back at the 48-yard line of Harlem.
Miguel's not going to ever win a track contest. He's not going to outrun these kids. But it's been a long time since a cornerback at Elbert County has been so consistent in getting himself in the right position. He plays really well technique.
And makes a lot of tackles. Brady in motion. 2-back set. Give it to Quan. No, Javen's going to know. Quan's got it. He's trying to get outside. Cuts it up. Crosses the 45 to the 40.
Quan Moss on the carry.
To the 43-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of almost 5 yards. So we'll be second and 5. Now we're on the Harlem side of the field. The clock's running, getting a little late in the third quarter. 4:21 clock running. We're leading 20-7.
Harlem plays such good fundamental defense. We get close, but we haven't been able to break the long one very much.
Back to pass. Rolling to his right. Javen's in trouble. Now they're going to sack him back at the 45-yard line. That's one of those plays that you got to throw it away, and he knows he should have. Needed to throw it away there, and he thought he had enough speed to get away, and he couldn't. So we take a huge loss of about 8 yards. Now it's 3rd and 16 on a sack by Harlem, and it was a delay blitz. He tried to stiff arm and I think he thought he was about to get away, but he wouldn't let go. Made a great open field tackle, and so here we are, 3rd and extremely long. Ball's on our own 45 now, back to pass. Now we got another flag. Whistle's blowing. 3:28.
Flag on the play.
Wow, you know, we've had a position a couple times, and the opportunity at midfield to really go on a drive and eat clock as well as extend this lead. And still, we've kind of handed that back to them.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty, illegal motion. One of our linemen moved early. So now we're going backwards after we just got an interception and could have really eat some clock and get 4 or 5 yards at a play and just drive it down there. Now we're going backwards. 3rd and 20. Back to pass, little pressure, and he fires a deep pass down the middle. And it's going to be, incomplete. It looked like it was going to be an interception.
Incomplete pass.
Trying to look to see who that was. Another flag on the play.
And now we got another flag, but that's not a surprise.
Tyrekus actually is the reason that he didn't catch it, because he turned and played defense, knocked it away from him. So now we've got another penalty. I don't know what it is.
I think they're going to call holding.
Holding on Elbert County.
They've certainly done that.
They
That's
declined it now. So
holding Elbert.
And Harlem hangs around with this. Another good defensive stop for the Bulldogs. This is giving them a chance to stay in this game. We're still 3 minutes in the third with all the fourth left. This is a long ways from over.
Struggled in the first half. We came out in the third quarter early and really put it to them and got us 2 touchdowns. But now we've kind of went back into a lackadaisical mood. Bad snap, good pickup, good punt. Lazy spiral. He better fair called at the 20-yard line. If that would have hit the ground, it would have rolled all the way to the 5-yard line. So we give the ball back now to Harlem.
Fair call at the 21-yard line.
And we're playing great defense. And we're going to have to do it again. We got a turnover like I was begging for and asked for politely. So maybe we can do it again here. I'll take a pick 6 this time.
Harlem will take over 1st and 10.
Just continuing to give that offense a chance. But the one thing we've been able to do, Stuart, is we're making them play on this side of the field with great field position. Once again, great job punting tonight by our kicker. He's had a big horn, has just done a great job kicking on kickoffs as well. But Stuart, we've already seen now, they've got more weapons than just the running back. This wide receiver a minute ago, just when he got in open field, it was almost 6.
So here we go. Harlem takes it. They give it to Williams. He's waiting on his blocks. We're going to crash in and stop him again. They'll give him forward progress up to the 24. They'll give him 4 yards, 3 yards.
31, Bubba Hurd.
It'll be 2nd and 7. Bubba Hurd in on the tackle play and stopping that big running back. He's literally almost a spy for number 20 right now. Clock running 2:39. It won't run fast enough. We're leading 20-7. It was tied 7-7 at half. Second and 8. Ball on their own 23. They give it to that Williams again, and he's trying to get outside, and we're just going to.
Williams on the carry.
That is.
Now, where is the?
That is Bubba Hurd again on another tackle. He's the spy. He came in there and grabbed him by the shoulder pads and spun him around to the ground. So now.
Another big third down.
Another big third and 8. No gain on the play. We need
Devil
a
fans,
3 and
make
out
some
for Bill Daughtry.
noise. It is third.
So they've done a pretty good job on these third down plays now, especially in the passing game, which I did not expect their passing game to be this good.
Clock at 1:47 and running. We got a 20-7 lead. 3rd and 8, back to pass. He's looking for the slant, throws it real high, and it's picked off again. Oh, and he dropped it. Miguel made a great play. He jumped in front of the receiver, and I thought he brought it down. The receiver kind of hit it mid-air, and it knocked it out. But nevertheless, we stopped at 3 and out for Bill Daughtry, and now they'll have to punt, and we'll have good field position once again.
Miguel was really kind of complaining that they grabbed his face mask, and you see him trying to get his face mask back on. He had that in his hands, and the receiver did a good job being a defensive back right there.
Punter's on the 10. Eli's on basically midfield. End over end kick. Eli's not going to be able to get this one. Not a very good bounce for Harlem, but it will roll down to the 41 of Elbert County. So good field position again for Elbert County. Let's see if we can mount a drive here and at least get us in the fourth quarter. We got 1:30. Get us in the fourth quarter and run 2 or 3 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter. Maybe put some points on the board.
Stuart, we take a drive right here, take it down and score. This football game is probably over. But what we've got to do now is to get some positive first down. We've not, over the last couple drives, not had real good first down plays and got ourselves in a hole. And then we've had a sack and some penalties and made us kind of, get third and real long. So let's get consistent with our offense right here and try to put these guys away.
Javen takes it himself, wanting to block, cuts it back up the middle, pulling and pushing, and he's going to be dog piled. The pile's moving, and they're going to mark him down at the 48-yard line. So after all of that, it'll be a pickup ball. Now we got a flag.
Well, the official
just some kind of a personal foul or unsportsmanlike here. Who's it on?
Well, the one kid from Harlem had to be warned by the referee behind the play. Let's see what this is, but we look like we're backing up. They're going to call us against Elbert County. This could be another drive killer.
Now the official's going to personal foul on Harlem, and he's ejected. I don't know who it is.
Well, now he pointed to Harlem, but now this referee is marking
Harlem.
Is marking the ball off against Elbert, and he threw a guy out of the game now. The ref White Hat threw somebody out of the game, but now they're marking it off against Elbert. No, now they turn around another way. Now let's see what we got here. White Hat coming to the sideline.
It was that,
yeah.
It's number.
Yeah, this goes back to what's been happening all along, Stuart.
I would not be surprised if it wasn't number 37. I don't see him out there now, but he's the one that pushed Quan, and I saw the official. But anyway, he's out of here. He is out of here. So now the ball's on their 37, and we're first down.
Now let's see
for Higginbotham Paint and Body by an ejection.
Official steps in, and I don't know why he stepped in. Maybe White Hat said, wait a minute.
Now they're going to let us play. 1st and 10 from Harlem's 37. We give it to Quan. He's got a little hole. He makes a move, and he crosses the 30 down to the 28.
Moss on the carry.
He'll be a yard or so shy.
Tackle by number 24.
First down, but another
Herder.
Strong run by Quan, as he always does. He gets better and better as the game goes along. But remember, we don't have but one guy playing both ways.
And Stuart, Quan finishes runs as good as anybody we've had here. He falls forward nearly every time.
Javen takes it, gives it to Quan again. He's going to try to get outside and does, and Eli's going to give a good block. Now we got a flag coming in.
Moss on the carry. Flag on the play.
Just have to wait and see. Quan.
No, they're going to call block in the back. The White Hat is standing 2 feet from the play, looking at the play, does not make the call, and from the sideline you get a block in the back in front of the White Hat, which probably should have made him a little bit upset. He's 2 yards from the play looking dead at him. That was a bench call is what they call that in the refereeing terms. Comes from the bench.
Marvin, you told me last week
yeah,
that you
all I'm doing is describing the play. And that's a great assessment of it. Watch Elberton net. When I referee, the worst thing you can do as a referee is to be on top of a play and a guy 30 yards away makes a call.
Is Doc
It's not good.
available?
He will be in just a little bit.
Now we're 2nd and 12 from the 39. We give it to Quan with a hole, and they're trying to strip the ball, and got tackled high. It looked like a face mask. They're going to mark it on the 35. So he'll pick up 5 yards, so it'll be 3rd and a long 8.
Boy, we've had the ball in great field position at least 3 times now, but yet penalties and things have taken it away.
That's the end of your 3rd quarter with your score. Elbert County 20, Harlem 7. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with your final quarter of action right here on 105.3 WSGC.
Have you been in an accident or fender bender? Is your vehicle in need of repair? Look no further than Black's Collision and Specialty Paint, located at 1510 Lexington Highway, Hoboken's locally owned full-service collision and paint repair facility. Scott Black and his staff will have your vehicle looking like new, and you will be back on the road in no time. Black's Collision and Specialty Paint is an authorized repair facility and approved by all major insurance companies. Come see them today at Black's Collision and Specialty Paint, 1510 Lexington Highway, 1/2 mile past the Country Club Road on the left. Phone 706-988-4158 for Black's Collision and Specialty Paint. That number again, 706-988-4158.
When you have an auto accident, storm damage, a water leak, or a fire, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes with your current insurance carrier. In this moment, what matters is your local insurance agent and the companies that stand with them. For peace of mind with your auto, home, dwelling, or property insurance needs, call Elbert Insurance at 706-283-1201.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football. Here on 105.3 WSGC.
Now we're back, start of the fourth quarter, and we come to the line, and Trustin takes off early, so we've got another 5-yard motion penalty. And it'll be back
Elbert
to the 40 of Harlem, so it'll be 3rd and 13 now. Just underway in the fourth quarter, we're leading 20-7, but boys, that last 6-7 minutes has been real sloppy, penalty-ridden, and
we had hesitated on that snap count and had that defensive line to jump, but we jumped as well. It was too good of a snap count that time.
Empty set, 5 receivers. Probably going to blitz a linebacker, and here he comes. Javen's going to have to fire in a hurry, and it's complete to Quan Moss, but it's going to be a little short. He got hit immediately by John, that receiver.
Stuart, he was really
mark it at the 29-yard line, and I can't tell from here. It looks like it's a yard or two short. We're probably going to go for it here.
2 yards to go.
Stuart, actually, the contact came before the ball got there. That was our sideline jumping up and down about that, but we did not get it.
4th and 2.
Big play right here.
TJ in motion. We'll give it to Quan up the middle, and let's see if he keeps powering his way. It's going to be real close. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be all about the mark.
Moss on the carry.
Hard to say here, Stuart. Too many bodies.
The middle. Boy,
We think we got it.
It looks very close.
Boy, this is going to come down. I don't necessarily think that was a bad mark, so let's just see where it's at.
That's where I thought the ball should be, but it's hard to tell.
Tripoli wants to recognize Slapco.
Boy, this
so they're going to measure.
Granite
And
Interiors for their support
this feels
of all
like to
of
me
Elbert
this
County
could be
athletics.
a huge measurement.
This is big in the football game right here, especially for Harlem. If they get the ball back, this will be good field position or better field position than they had. And let's see if we stretch it, and we may get it by an inch.
We got it by half of the football.
First down.
So first down for Higginbotham Paint and Body, and boy, did we need that. We have tried to overcome penalties on this one possession here. So we maintain possession, 11-18 going the game. We're leading 20-7, and it's been a dogfight from the opening kickoff.
I see their defensive coordinator out, and he's slanting these defensive linemen. What he's saying is come across the line of scrimmage. He's expecting the run now, which I would too, and he's telling them to get after it on the line of scrimmage, so you can look for a blitz right here.
We got TJ in the backfield with Quan. Javen takes it himself, trying to get outside, and he's going to pick up some yardage, run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, and it'll be a solid 8-yard gain with a 2nd and 2 coming up here. Need that clock to run. When we run out of bounds, it stops dead on 11 minutes.
2nd and 2 on the 19-yard line.
Run no huddle all night. Javen now wants the ball, gives it to Quan. He breaks it outside, cuts it back up the middle, little hole, and there's another flag.
Moss on the carry. Flag on the play.
They're going to call holding for sure. So we'll be back to the 28-yard line, which will put us in a
holding
2nd
against
and
the Blue Devils.
probably 12. No huddle now. We've got 3 receivers. Javen looking it over. The official is standing over the ball. Now he backs out. Puts TJ in motion. Javen takes it. Going to throw down to the far corner to wide open Trustin. Complete in the back of the end zone. Javen to Trustin for a 28-yard touchdown throw from Hickman to Trustin. Boy, Trustin has one heck of a second half to make it 26-7. 26-7 with 10:33 to go in the game. Run a great pattern. Trustin did. I actually got to see him do it. He did a stutter step and they bit, and he had about a 4-yard cushion on the cornerback, and Javen just dropped it in there dead on the money. PAT's up, and the PAT is good. So now it's Elbert County 27, Harlem 7. Now, I feel a little better.
With 10:33 left in the fourth quarter, Harlem 7, Blue Devils 27.
Gumlog barbecue was really good today, Marvin, but there are some after effects.
I tell you what, it would sure be good after this game, I promise you.
Oh, I don't think I can eat it twice in one day. This 10 minutes and 33 seconds needs to run off pretty quick. Brandon has really shown a lot of leg tonight. He's going to do it again here and kicks it short. And now another flag, and they're going to call us offsides more than likely. Or we took off too quick. So they'll move us back to the 35. And we will tee it up again.
Illegal procedure against Elbert.
So Brandon re-tees, and we will try it again. Thought maybe they're set up where a pooch would be really good here, but he's going to kick it down the middle, little to the left side. He'll take it at the 12. And we hit him at the 27 and really drive him back. He got hit really hard by LJ and Jermaine.
35 on the return.
LJ really put it on him.
Tyler.
So good kick coverage.
Tackle by number 3.
Only a
Jermaine
13-yard return, so they'll place it down at the 28-yard line with 10:25 to go. We're leading 27-7. Had a really big third quarter scoring.
3 catches, 96 yards for Trustin Allen in the second half.
And they were all unbelievable. Now we throw a little quick pass out at the 32-yard line, and we tackle him very quickly, give him 4 yards to that John, their best receiver. We wouldn't let him go this time. So Harlem's going to really air it out from here on if they're going to try to get back. They'll have to score really quick and maybe attempt an onside kick.
So a lot better tackling by Elbert County tonight. Maybe some of the best tackling of the year in this ball game.
You know, and it may be where, you know, they're going to throw it every play. Will give us an opportunity for another interception. And they're going to do a reverse, and there's a man right down the middle of the field wide open, and he's waiting on it, and he makes a move. Christian's going to have to run him down, but we're going to run him all the way down to the 5-yard line. They did a trick play on a reverse
pass.
And we bit on the second one, and he was wide open. He actually had to wait on the ball.
Pushed out of bounds by number 11, Christian Harris.
And he was 15 yards out in front of our secondary. And we bid on it hard.
First and goal on the 5-yard line.
I'm sure the coaches on the sideline are not going to like that. When we're up 27-7, you cannot let anybody behind you regardless. So here we go. Williams not in there. They give it to the other back, and he's going to try to break it outside, and we're going to wrap him up at the 4.
Herder on the carry.
Jermaine Sims again.
By number 3, Jermaine
in on
Sims.
the tackle. Jermaine's been around the ball all night long.
Second and goal on the 2-yard line.
So they'll mark it at the 2. Will be second and goal. 9:15 clock running. We're up 27-7. We just give up a huge trick play on about a 50-yard pass to a wide open, streaking down the middle of the field receiver. Second and goal, man in motion. We'll give it to that big Williams kid, and he's going to bounce outside, and he's going to walk in.
Williams
He
on
just
the
kept
carry
moving
for a
outside
touchdown
and
for
moving
Harlem.
outside, and finally he made it to the end zone. So with 8:49 to go, Harlem gets on the board after a huge pass play on a trick play to make it 27-13. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Just when I said I could rest. No rest for the weary. 8 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. That's an incredible amount of time left. PAT's up. The PAT is good. So now with 8:49 to go in the game, now it's 27-14, Elbert. So
with
now it's
8:49 left in the fourth quarter. Harlem
2
14.
scores and plenty of time. So
Devils 27.
Devils going to have to hold on to the football, execute here, not have any penalties, run the clock, see if we can run. We'd love to see about a 5-minute drive here and run the clock down to where Harlem does not have a whole lot of time to do anything. Elbert County's got 3 timeouts, Harlem 2. Nothing's easy. Nothing's easy. Defense has really played a lot better in the second half. We have stopped Williams. I would venture to say he probably doesn't have but maybe 15, 20 yards this half, if that.
I've got him down for only 5 yards.
Yeah, I was
second half.
Yeah, that's probably right.
But
so let's see if they onside kick or pooch.
well, if they kick that ball over the top right now, there's a lot of open room down the field.
Then we're going to onside kick. And Christian Harris takes it. And they're going to dog pile. They're trying to strip the ball out, and they're just letting the pile go and go and go. And that's when people get hurt. They just let that pile go about 9 yards.
Hard run by Christian Harris.
Before they blew the whistle, but Christian took the onside kick. We've got possession. They'll mark it at the Harlem 47. So again, we've got great field position. It's been a field position game in the second half, and we have won that significantly.
We'd like to see us be able to just run this football, but now they have not given up on the inside of that defensive line, and it's been tough going in there with those guys. Jakari Barnett in there now. Let's see if they got something going with him.
Jabin takes it, gives it to Quan. He cuts it up the field and runs over and just keeps running, pulls his foot, still running all the way down to the 34. They're going to call his knee down, was at the 39. But they say his knee went down, but it didn't look like it from here, but they'll call it down. It's a 9. That'll be an 8-yard, where he marks, it'll be an 8-yard pickup. So a short second and 2, if we can keep the ball moving with no yellow tissue on the ground. Javen takes it, going to take it himself, cuts it up. Now another flag comes in. As soon as I say that, so they're going to call holding again.
Flag on the play.
And that same back judge is getting his money's worth tonight. So they'll mark it. All the way back to midfield, so now we'll be second and 12. Just clock at 8:07. Now it's running. We're leading 27-14. We just get a big penalty after a big almost first down run. Now we're second and 13. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan with a hole, and he's trying to get outside, and he's just pushing and pulling. And they're going to bring him down after a short gain at the 48-yard line. So we'll have a 3rd and 10 coming up.
Number 4, Jordan Bowers.
We've had third and long, entire second half because of penalties.
Bring up a 3rd down, 11 yards to go.
Needing the clock to run. It's down to 7:24. We don't need any more penalties or running out of bounds. We need to get a first down here for Higginbotham Paint and Body. You think Javen, and he made some jump. So now we're going to get 5 yards.
Flag on the play.
So now we'll be 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 11.
Offsides, Harlem.
Javen just did that couple of short claps, and then he clapped real hard. We stayed still and they jumped. Works every time. We really would like to get this 3rd down conversion here. 7 minutes, 6:59. Back to pass, a little pressure. Fires over the middle. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 7, and we'll obviously have to punt here, but we're giving Harlem the ball back with a lot of time left in this game. I just don't see us going for it here. Now the punt team comes out. And if we ever need a good punt, we need it right here. And punt coverage. So we are set to punt. We're kicking from our own 45. Good snap. The punt's up, and it's off the side of his foot when we desperately needed a great punt. It's about a 10-yard punt. Brandon's did a great job all night. They'll mark it at the 33-yard line.
Horn's punt is spotted at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Harlem.
So we get a really short punt, but still they're at their own 31-yard line. So they've got 69 yards to go with 6:46 left. We're leading 27-14, and we have got to have another turnover. Back to pass, and they do a draw play, and Williams has got it, and there he goes. And he will not be caught this time. And there are no penalty flags. He is showing his speed there, and just like that, we're back to a one-score game
in for the touchdown for
on the draw play, and they really blocked it well. I knew I was nervous for a reason, because they can score at any time, and here we are. It was 27-7 30 seconds ago. Now it's 27-20.
Huge play, new ball game.
And there's still 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the game. This game is far from over. Held him to 5 yards so far in the second half, and he just bit off 69, so now he's got 74. The kick's up, and the kick is good. So with 6:33 to go in the 4th quarter, just like that, it's 27-21. Harlem will not give up.
Left in the 4th quarter.
And we're making just a tremendous amount of mistakes offensively, and we just have become really flat again. We're going to have to hit some passes. We've had 2 great catches, but those last 2 series were not very consistent nor efficient. Didn't run any clock off, couldn't get a first down. And we, as the season goes on, we're going to need to be able to hold on to the football and run clock. and we haven't been able to do that.
Now this is an interesting call from the Harlem sideline right here. Do they go for another onside kick, or do they just kick it and play deep? The penalties have shut us down on any drives in the other than the first few minutes. They've just stopped nearly every drive we've had with holding, and you make him play defense right here.
And he kicks it. Trustin will take it on the 5-yard line, and there's not a whole lot of blocking in front of him. He drops the ball. He drops the ball at the 10, at the 15, and Harlem recovers it. He literally just drops it like
by Harlem.
He was going to make a cut, and he just drops the ball. Oh, me. Boy, when Lady Luck frowns, she frowns. And I mean, she is gritting her teeth on us right now. Huge mistake. We just give Harlem the ball on the 21-yard line of Elbert County. Everything is going against us that can go against us. It's blowing up. Defense is going to have to pull us out. Need a turnover. Give it to Williams. He's waiting on the block, and he pushes, and he's fired up, and he'll pick up
Williams
about
on the carry.
3 yards maybe.
Tackle by Rayford.
They give him 4. It's 2nd and 6 from the 17-yard line, and we're in a heck of a mess here now. Give it to Williams again. We grab his leg, and we're going to get him behind the line and knock him backwards.
Williams on the carry.
No gain. Maybe lost a yard there, so we're going to have 3rd and long coming
tackle
up.
by number 70, Adrian Harris.
Big AD in on the tackle.
Devil fans, on your feet. It is 3rd down.
It's like 3rd and 9 here, and it's the biggest 3rd down of the season right here. We just fumbled the kickoff. We're leading by 6, 27-21, and they've got it on our 17. He's going to throw it, and he's going to throw it deep in the end zone, and it's overthrown, and they're going to throw a penalty on that. No, they're not.
Ball's incomplete.
Oh, wow. There were two. Well, I'm just going to say they threw it to the near side end zone. There were 2 officials standing there at the play, 2 of them. They were doing incomplete. The guy on the visitor side corner of the end zone, the other side, 60 yards away, throws a flag. Now that is a little...
The indication is pass interference.
Wow.
Elbert.
With 2 officials within 8 feet of the play. 2 officials, not 1, 2, and they watched it all the way to the ground. Wow. He was 60 yards from the play. Really. Yeah, I'm trying not to be that guy, but this last quarter has been very one-sided. And that right there, that guy has no business making that. He's not even...
Only thing I'll say, Stuart, that's the same official that overruled the white hat out here in the middle of the field.
So now they're 1st and 10, and he throws it in the middle of the field, and nobody's there. Incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Coaches aren't very happy. Clock at 5:01. We're leading 27-21, but Harlem's got the ball on the 9-yard line, 2nd and goal. Just a tremendous amount of mistakes tonight. We were come out really flat. We've had many drop passes. Now we just drop the ball, and then we give it to 20, and he's up the middle, and he's pushing, and we're going to stop him at the 5-yard line, and we come out with the ball, but they're not going to give it to us. Big AD comes out of it with it. And now this will be 3rd and goal. They'll give him a yard or two. They mark it dead on the 5-yard line. 4 minutes and 41 seconds. The clock's running, but we've got a 6-point lead that's in jeopardy.
Devil fans, it is 3rd down.
Now the officials are talking. I don't know what. Oh, they found something on the field. I don't know. So they threw it to the sideline. So now somebody on the defense has got to make a play right here. 3rd and goal from the 5.
Would run the toss sweep with this kid right here.
Yep, and we'll see what happens here. And we're going to give it to 20, and he's going to just walk in the end zone. He made one cut, had a big gaping hole.
And we got a flag on the play that's going Elbert's way.
Illegal procedure, Harlem. So it'll come back to the 10, 3rd and goal.
Illegal procedure on Harlem.
Four minutes and 11 seconds, clock's running. We're leading 27-21. It's 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Harlem's on our 10. We dropped the kickoff on the 15-yard line. Just literally dropped it.
Make some noise, Devil fans. It is 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Williams takes it, going to try to throw to a man open, and he fires to the end zone, and it's covered well. Incomplete. And we really, Miguel really broke open and broke in front of the receiver. Almost could have dove and had a pick. That would have been huge.
If I'm gonna be the eyes, the referee on this side of the field that ruled the incomplete when the guy 40 yards away said it was interference, ran into the middle of the end zone looking across the field and did it about 7 times incomplete. Now that's what I was talking about when I say officials don't like you over calling them when you're out of position. That's just what that is.
So here's your ball game right here. 4th down on the 10. 4th down on the 10. Who's going to make the play? They put Williams in motion. They throw a little. Oh, it's intercepted at the 15-yard line. He threw it straight to Corntavis Teasley, a lineman. He stepped in front and he held on to it. Not a receiver, a lineman held on to it on a line drive. I just said who was going to make the play, and it was Teasley.
Number 55, DJ.
Was it Rayford or Teasley?
Rayford.
Oh, it was DJ Rayford. I thought it was 56. DJ Rayford. Been a big playmaker all year so far. And DJ just made the play of his life. They was rolling out on a little screen, and he just came out, and the quarterback threw it really hard, Marvin.
Got to block these guys right here, Stuart. Get positive yards every time.
So we give it to Moss to the 20, and they push him back.
Well, that wasn't much.
Nope, 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock's running 3:26, 3:25. Now we have got to get some first downs. Harlem's got 2 timeouts. Got to get a first down.
And boy, we just think about kicking out from down here. Well, first down is what we got to play for.
2nd and 7. They put TJ in motion. Javen takes it himself, and he'll fall over the 25. They'll mark it at the 26. That is going to make it 3rd and 1 yard. And Harlem takes a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break.
Timeout, Harlem.
This is 105.3 WSGC.
When you have an auto accident, storm damage, a water leak, or a fire, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes with your current insurance carrier. In this moment, what matters is your local insurance agent and the companies that stand with it. For peace of mind with your auto, home, dwelling, or property insurance needs, call Elbert Insurance at 706
Please remember that family and fans are not allowed on the game field.
Now
after
back
the
to
game
Elbert
tonight
County Blue
until
Devil football.
Both teams
Here
have
on
congratulated each other
105.3
on a hardball
WSGC.
game. Please do not enter the
Back in
field
the Granite
until
Bowl
both
where
teams have completed their handshake.
The score is
Thank you for
27-21 Elbert County. We just got an interception by a lineman on the 10-yard line, and we've got a gigantic 3rd and 1 coming up from our own 25. If we have a penalty here, that will be devastating.
Well, you can't even put your hands up on the offensive line for sure.
We take it, give it to Quan, nobody, and he falls up to the 27.
That's gonna be close.
I don't know if he got
Now,
it.
if the guy marks the ball on this side of the field, it's a first down, and he's got it marked. But now, do they go to the far side? No, they marked it over here. That ought to be a first down.
That's going to be really, really close.
We are, Stuart, we are so lucky the referee on the other side of the field had
Didn't
that
come
thing
in.
marked 2 yards behind where the guy 5 yards from the play.
So they mark it on the 27.5, and it moved the change. We didn't even measure. So a Higginbotham paint and body first down, the biggest Higginbotham paint and body first down of the season so far. 2:36 clock running. We're leading 27-21. We have just did everything we could tonight to shoot ourselves in the foot, and we're still trying to hold on to this thing. We give it to Javen. He's going to take himself straight up the middle with a little running room. Hold on to the football. He crosses the 40 up to the 43-yard line. Javen fakes it to Quan. Got a good block by Eli.
Tackle by number 15, Holder.
And Curtis Hall in the middle. And
And that's good enough for a Blue Devil.
12 yards for
First
another
down.
first down, and the clock's running 2:14, 2:13. Harlem with one more timeout. They can stop the clock one more time.
Boy, you got to give these Harlem kids credit. They never quit the whole way. Neither did the Blue
I was
Devils.
fixing to say, and neither did we just a moment ago. Javen takes it, gives it to Quan, has a little hole, crosses the 45 up to the 47. Now we're getting 5 or 6 yards to carry. And now Harlem just took their last timeout. And we'll take a 30-second break. We're leading 27-21. You're listening to Blue Devil Football on 105.3 WSGC.
Have you been in an accident or fender bender? Is your vehicle in need of repair? Look no further than Black's Collision and Specialty Paint, located at 1510 Lexington Highway, Elberton's locally owned full-service collision and paint repair facility. Scott Black and his staff will have your vehicle looking like new, and you will be back on the road in no time. Black's Collision and Specialty Paint is an authorized repair facility and approved by all major insurance companies.
They were tough yards
Come see
tonight.
them today at Black's Collision
Really
and Specialty Paint, 1510 Lexington Highway, 1/2 mile past the Country Club Road on the left. Phone 706-988-4158 for Black's Collision and Specialty Paint. That number again, 706-988-4158.
Please remember that
Now
family
back
and
to
fans
Elbert
are not
County
allowed on
Blue
the
Devil
game field
football.
after the game
Here on
tonight
105.3
until both teams have
WSGC.
congratulated each other on a hard-fought game.
Elbert 27, Harlem 21 with 1:44 to go after Harlem's last timeout. It's 2nd and 5 from our own 47.
Got to really hold on to the football here now. That's the most important thing.
Quan takes it up the middle, and now it's just watching the clock, and they're going to – we got to watch the chippiness of Harlem. They got a little –
Boss on the carry.
They got a little – they already had one ejected for his after
First
the
the
whistle
Bulldogs on the stop.
antics, and most of them have it. They like to push and shove and talk smack, and it's cost one the locker room early. So we pick up a yard or two. It's 3rd and 5, and the clock's running 1:14, 1:13. The play clock's at 25.
You don't need to get anybody thrown out here toward the end of this game, because that costs you the next time you play. And boy, I tell you, there's a lot of grit in those kids from Harlem, but there's a little more than that sometimes. But great high school football game, but Boy, I tell you, there was something else besides these two teams being watched tonight. Too much.
Coach Jarvis lets the clock run down to 46 seconds, and they took a timeout, so we'll take another 30-second break. You're listening to 105.3 WSGC.
Energy saving tips from Hart EMC. Have you made the switch to high-efficiency LED bulbs? You may know that LEDs use a lot less energy than standard bulbs. High-quality LED bulbs last 25,000 hours or more. At an average of 5 hours a day, 365 days a year, they can last for at least 14 years. Changing out your light bulbs to LEDs is a smart way to save you money on your electric bill. Energy saving tips brought to you by Hart EMC.
Now back to Elbert County Blue Devil football. Here on 105.3 WSGC.
Blue Devils 27, Harlem 21. 46 seconds left in the game. It's third and 6. Well, we'll call it 5. Play clock's 25. We gotta be nice to get a first down right here. Then we wouldn't have to do anything. We're going to do a wildcat with Javen. They're going to get him, and he won't pick it up to the 48-yard line. So only if the clock's running. Javen a little slow to get up.
And Stewart, that should be the ball game.
And the clock's running at 24. It's 4th and 4, but I don't think we're going to have to snap it again. And they're just looking at the clock. And ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Devils victorious for the 3rd week in a row. We will beat Harlem in the Granite Bowl 27-21, but let me tell you, it was not easy. And it was pretty ugly at times, but you know, sometimes you got to win those ugly ones. We had people step up when we had to. So your final score from the Granite Bowl, Elbert County 27, Harlem 21.
Please remember that family and fans are not allowed on the field until
we're going to take a break. We'll be back with our
congratulate each other.
Tent Crafters Audience Security game summary. And we'll also have our Butler Office Supplies final game stats, the Tri-County Chevrolet drive of the game, the Dial Jenkins Attorney at Law hit of the game, the Richards Restaurant plays of the game,
as we host the Mount Vernon
Tony's Electric Service offensive and defensive players of the game. Who in the world would we pick? And the Hart MC lineman of the game. We'll be back with all of this. We're going to have to give Marvin a few minutes here, Stan. Let's do 6 minutes, and we'll be back with all the stats. Again, your final score, Elbert County 27, Harlem 21. Woo! That was a big old